What is up, people? How you guys doing today? It's back at it again. Happy Labor Day, guys. Today's Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to all. Hope you guys are having a good day today. I don't know what most people do for Labor Day. I don't really have anything special I do for today, but happy Labor Day, guys. And yeah, hope you guys are having fun. And I know today's gonna be fun, and I'm excited for this because I've been off for a few days now, and I said I gotta come back and give you guys some streaming for a video today. I gotta come back and give you guys something. Alright, let's do this. Alright guys, let's hop right into this really quick. So, yeah guys, we're gonna have a wet practice, tree. So, let's do this ahead. Let's head right out on track. So, I'm excited for this part. Alright, let's see. Alright guys, so as per usual practice, I usually do race programs, so... Wait. Oh no. It's full wets. I hate full wets. It is what it is. Let's do a drive out first.
Track is wet right now. Feel your way around the conditions before you start pushing the car.
Yay guys, we're in Hungary in full wets. This is disgusting. Driving in full wet tires on full wet tires is never fun. Whoa, what just happened? My TV glitched out for a second. Too much movement. I'm so happy that this race is never wet, because if it's wet, man, it's gonna be the worst race on the calendar ever, I swear. A wet race in Hungary. God no. I'm so happy that the only part of this track, this session that's going to be wet is going to be practice, and then qualifying is going to be, I mean, wet, but with a, I don't know if it's going to be fully wet or just like small overcast, light overcast. So let's see what happens. I'm excited for this.
Okay, radar suggests that this weather isn't going anywhere, so let us know when you've burned through those tyres and want to dry off a bit. We'll keep another set ready to go.
Okay. But you see why I hate driving on wet weather tires? Because I feel like I'm driving slow, man. Like, I'm going fast, but like the car just feels like I'm driving slow for some reason right now. I hate wet tires because of this reason. Because like, well, not wet weather. Like, I like driving on intermediates, but I don't like driving on full wets. Full wets is the problem. Full wets always make you drive slower because it's pushing more water off track, so you're driving a little bit more slower than normal, which is irritating to me. The only way I see I'm catching a little bit of speed is down on the straight, because that's as much speed I can get going through this track. I can actually try to run qualifying pace because the problem is, right, with the rain, because quality is going to be a little bit wet.
So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful.
The track is still soaked, which is fair. I'm going to run the qualifying pace again and see what happens, because just since quality might be a little wet, I might have a little bit of chance to get a better position. But let's see though. I'm not too sure, but let's see. Oh, it's Gasly. And then either Hamilton or Russell. That's Mercedes. I gotta move that out of my mirror. I gotta figure out how I do that. Maybe on my thing, I'll move that out the screen. From the mirrors, or yeah, I'm gonna move it out from the mirrors and put it above the mirror, and then move my my telemetry from the driver, from in front of the driver's head to like right above the halo, which is technically a little bit in the middle of the screen, so we'll see. Because I'm looking at the displays and some of them are like in the way of certain things that I want to see. Because like for instance, I can't really tell when my delta is properly from looking, aside from looking at the time board. But if I want to look at it on the wheel, I can't really see it because of the thing is in the way. Car is very good this weekend actually. Nothing, engine is running perfect. I trained all the engine components. The only one that might be a little bit darker than normal is either the gearbox or the ICE, the internal combustion engine. That's what that stands for. But other than that, everything else should be good. But it does good feel back to be on stream and driving again though, because like I haven't been driving in Grand Prix setting like this in weeks. Well, actually, no, not even weeks, like a week. Like 1 week, literally 1 week. Because like for the whole time, like I was driving, doing the race every day. I was doing the race every day during summer, but now school started back. I can't really do that kind of stuff anymore because I will need my energy to wake up early in the morning for a class, for 8:30 class. So even though I have class tomorrow morning, I said I'm gonna do this because I don't think I'm gonna be on here past like 10:30, I believe. Okay, one more lap to go in this race program, and we're gonna continue enjoying the rain. The thing is, I don't mind wet races, right? But I don't like wet practices. And I don't know anyone who likes wet practices either. Because during wet practice, that's when all the problems come out. Last lap, here we go.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Oh, smokes.
You're leading the pack, that's P1. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
So, alright guys, I'm gonna try to do race qualifying pace again. Let's see what happens. I don't know how it's gonna go, but let's try. And this time I did a flying lap instead of
Don't worry about tyres, just
drive
give it everything. In this test, we just want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
Let's do it. This is a one lap. Let's see what happens. Yeah, because I know it's wet, this is what's gonna happen. Guys, you see where it looks shiny on the corner of the track when I'm passing? That is standing water. If I drive in that, it's gonna slow me down so much. And the fluctuation of the time is so crazy due to the fact of like the track surface with qualifying time is crazy right now. I've never seen that thing go so much up and down like a hospital machine. Look at this thing.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got
Result
a lot of
P5.
valuable information out of that. Well done.
P5. Damn. That's crazy. We'll see what quality's like in like 13 minutes, so.
Understood. Stopping this lap. Some quick lap times now being posted. It's getting faster out there.
Alright guys, problem right now, yeah, so that was good. It was a good good telemetry. There was a lot more red than I wanted, which made sense because of how this looks, because this was seriously up and down, very much up and down, which I didn't like. But that's okay, it is what it is. I'm gonna check the rest later.
Our best lap so far, 1:31.6.
I'm gonna head out and do fuel management in full whites and see how that goes. So after I do fuel management, I should be done with this, because these laps don't really take that long and I don't need to do any actual regular laps. I might take 2 regular I might take two or three regular laps, depends on how much time I have
So
left
this
after I
rain could be
finish
with us
this.
for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future.
Light rain, but I'm still on full wets, bruh. There should be intermediates, at least.
In this programme, we want you to focus on your fuel-saving technique. Lift and coast through corner entry to save as much as you can whilst keeping under the minimum lap time. that's the program complete. There's some decent data, although far from optimal, and it could still be worth running it again.
So yeah guys, there's
Okay,
not
we
enough
can
time to
take you
run
this
that
lap.
again though. The practice session is basically done. There's 3 minutes left in practice, and then, yep, I'm gonna head back into the pits and call it a practice session. And we're gonna head straight into qualified. This should be exciting. Yeah, this is fun. So yep, 2 minutes until practice is finished. And then I'll be heading into qualifying, so stay tuned guys. This is gonna be exciting.
Right, so our fastest lap currently 1 minute 31.6.
So here's all the telemetry for all 3 of those, except for practice. Because I didn't really
Okay,
do
we're
anything
20th in the speed trap, 290.3 kilometers per hour.
I didn't do anything in free practice, so here, this was really stable. It was 132. Then fuel management was pretty good. And then obviously qualifying pace was up and down, but yeah. And that is the end of practice, guys.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice.
Yeah, guys, free practice is over. Sorry for skipping it. I usually don't, but alright, let's do this. I don't need to let those load because they're all at 100, so. Alright, let's head right into this. Just want to double check something. Fair enough. Fair enough. There's something else here I wanted to change, but I don't remember where I have to go to change it. Is it here? No. It's somewhere here, I don't remember, so hear me out. It's not in calibration. It's not here. I think it's probably in how you see this graphics. There you go. Is it here? Ah, there's one I'm looking for. Ah, I can't go into it because I am in a race weekend. Fair enough. I guess I'll do it after then. So let's head right into qualifying, because this is gonna be a fun qualifying. I'm excited for this.
It is time for the drivers to dance on the edge. You are never resting, you are never still in qualifying for the Hungarian Grand Prix right here at the Hungaroring.
Let's do it. First lap, Q1. Ooh, enjoy the lap, guys, and I'll see you guys after the lap. And guys, like I said, qualifying with 4 wet tires. Yay! This is gonna be magnificent. I'm gonna try to go out there and get the fastest lap as I can, and hopefully it stays like this. Because for qualifying for a race is gonna be dry, so this is crazy. 4 wets for qualifying, man. Yay. Enjoy.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
And guys, if you're wondering why I have a green and a purple sector and then it just went red, is because of the rain. The rain slows me down, so the car has somewhat of a speed that I can still get a good sector, but that's just the rain. Yep, this, like I said, this is going to be a fun qualifying. Like, I'm not too sure who's in the on track right now, but let's see.
Lap times are dropping. Looks like track conditions are starting to improve.
Alright, so I did a 133.3 with first sector 1 32.0 and the sector 2 34.2, with Oscar Piastri having the fastest third sector 26.8 with a lap time
I'd take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions.
with a lap time of...
Right, so far our best lap 1:33.3.
Yep. Wait, what's the gap between... Piastri's going to take provisional pole from me here because he said... They said take a set of intermediates, which I will. I'm taking the first set, obviously. So I'll switch my tires to intermediates, and then I will go out and do another lap after. Wait, who's out? Max is out. Am I tripping? Oh, Stroll is out. I was like, what? So good. So yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Enjoy the whatever time there is
Intermediate tyres are your
left.
best bet in the current conditions.
I am not going out for another lap, and I doubt I'll need it, so stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so that is the end of Q1. And as you guys can see, I am in P2. Lando Norris is in P1, but the gap is 1 second because tire switches, I'm assuming. But let's see who is out in Q1. So out in Q1 we have Zhou Guanyu in the Kick Sauber in P20. We have Pierre Gasly in the Alpine in P19. Nico Hulkenberg in the Haas in P18. And then Valtteri Bottas in a Kick Sauber in P17. And surprisingly, Lewis Hamilton in a Mercedes in P16 as the final man out in Q1. And both Kick Saubers are out in Q1, so let's head right into Q2 and get another great lap. Hopefully we're on intermediate tires and not full wets, but let's see what actually happens. And I will do my best and get a great lap, so enjoy.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Hello, hello, how are you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so guys, let's see what I got.
I'd take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions.
So I did a 127.9 with only the fastest second sector, which is a 31.9. So the gap right now on Max is only 456 because he did a 128.3. So it's not crazy, but it's
some quick lap times now being posted. It's getting faster out there.
But I do need a improvement lap at some point in this session, because if I don't go out and get an improvement lap, I might be screwed. So.
Okay, mate. Our best lap so far, 1 minute 27.9.
Yeah, I need to drop that down a little bit. Let's see who's out on track still. Who's in fourth? Oh, Carlos is in fourth. Is in third. This is interesting. So. So yeah, hopefully by like the 2-3 minute mark or so, I'm gonna head back out to do an improvement lap, because it's needed. So stay tuned, guys.
and that's just 30 seconds left in the session.
Guys, look at that improvement lap. Look at my delta right now. I got a purple on my first sector. Look at that delta time. It's spiraling right now. I know it's just Q2, but damn, bro. Second purple sector. Come on, here we go. Woo! I don't even know what time I got there on that. It's not gonna show me now, but I don't even know what I got. I'll check it when we go into the stats. Alright, let's see who is out. I did a 125.8. Well, I dropped the gap down a lot. So, let's see who is out in Q2. So, out in Q2, we have Kevin Magnussen in the Haas in P15. Logan Sargent in a Williams in P14. Esteban Ocon in a Alpine in P13, Alex Albon in a Williams in P12, and last but not least, Daniel Ricciardo in a Visa Cash App RB in P11. So both Williams are out in Q2. Let's see who's going to be the top 10 in the top 10 for the shootout for pole position. We have Lance Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda, George Russell, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, and myself. Let's do this. I'm excited. Let's head into Q3.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Guys, for some reason I'm still finding a shit ton of pace on this track right now. I don't know if it's because we went to dry, but as you guys can see right now, I'm having a shit ton of pace. Because my delta is up like, well, it was up 200 or something now, but like it dropped, but somehow I found a lot of pace in sector 1. But that's okay. I lost provisional pole on my first lap, but then I got it back on the second lap, so thank God, because that would have sucked. Because I was already dropping to like P4, P5, so I'm happy that I got back provisional pole, so let's see what happens. But I'm gonna definitely go out again to do an improvement lap, so stay tuned.
Lap times are dropping. Looks like track conditions are starting to improve.
So yeah, guys, I did a 117.1 with the fastest first and second sector.
Right, our best lap so far, 1:17.7.
Yeah, no, so, and the gap between me and Landon Norris is only like 0.101, so less than 1 second, so it's a hundredth of a second gap, so I definitely will need that improvement lap next time out, so stay tuned until I'm ready to go back out, so this should be fun. What the fuck just happened? I'm getting dropped right now. I just got dropped all the way to P10. What the shit just happened, guys? I just lost provisional pole and got put in P10. But I'm getting that pole position back, bro. There's no way I'm losing pole on a fluke like this. This pole position is mine. Thank you very much, sir. P5? What a bum! Yo! Nah. What the fuck? What the fuck? Nigga, P5? Ain't no blood clot way. P5.
Goodbye for now then. But we are really
how the fuck did I miss out on pole, bro?
For lights out tomorrow.
What the fuck? P5. Ain't no fucking way, bro. That is beyond madness, bro. What the actual fuck? That is beyond madness. What the fuck? P5, wow. Damn. Okay. Wow, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just shocked. So I'm gonna drop this shit down 1 because right now it's a bit too high. Because accordingly where it is right now, I lost pole because of it. So I'm gonna just drop the difficulty down by 1 so I can at least get a chance to gain back certain positions that I lost, which was like, what the fuck. Wow, P5. I'm starting P5 in the race, guys. So put this here, go back. Let's start this race. So this is interesting. Yeah, the game is glitching because there's a lot of glitch that happen because usually that doesn't happen. There's a lot of glitching happen and I feel like it's gonna glitch the race as well. So let's see what happens.
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of Formula One action. It's tight, it's technical.
Enjoy,
some
guys.
drivers love it, some drivers find it a challenge. Either way, there's been so much drama in the last couple of years at the Hungarian Grand Prix. We're in the northeast of Budapest for the race today then at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left on a track where downforce is king and passing is notoriously difficult. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who will start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid we have, Oscar Piastri, Henry, Leclerc, Sainz, Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Albon, Ocon, Russell, Sargent, Magnussen, Hamilton, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Gasly, and Zhou Guanyu. And now it's time to head down to the track. It's race day, it's going to be a thriller. I'm Alex Jakes, alongside me is Naomi Schiff. Well, they're having a better time than their teammates so far this year. How do you keep that momentum going? Now, those final hours before a race, did you have a routine?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
The formation lap gets underway then, and it's going to be interesting today to see how the dry conditions could affect the lifespan of the tyres. So as all the cars reform the grid, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start.
enjoy
the
race.
From today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers.
I'm a bit shocked of where I'm starting right now, so stay tuned, and hopefully I can get back P1 because I don't like where I'm positioned right now. So enjoy the race, guys, and hopefully I make up my positions. So this should be fun. I'm excited. Let's do it.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. The McLaren drivers just moved into first place. Car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done. approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Okay, mate, it's good to get your elbows out, mate, but come on, not like this. Let's keep it clean, please. Tyre condition still looking good. Box this lap and push hard on the in-lap. Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres.
And that is the type of shit that pisses me off. This is the type of shit that fucking pisses me off. This is the type of shit that pisses me off. Why the fuck did I get delayed, bro? Like, why did I get delayed? Oh, fuck off, bro. Fuck this game right now, bro. It's pissing me the fuck off, bro. The whole PlayStation has been pissing me off all day, bro. He's gone, bro, because I got bumped by fucking Piastri. Bro, fuck this game right now, bro. I know what they say F1 is annoying, but, like, fuck off, bro. Sincerely, fuck off. I do everything right, and the game still managed to fuck me over every time. Like I told you guys, I knew this game was gonna fuck me over today, especially when I realized how the game glitched in Q3 when I was doing my improvement lap. Like, how the fuck I went from P1 all the way to fucking P10? Like, what the fuck?
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Like, how the fuck is that even possible? Oh, for fuck's sakes, man. And it doesn't help that I'm on Hungary too, because I fucking hate this track. I really fucking hate this track, to be honest with you. I don't like it whatsoever. I hate street tracks, but then out of the regular tracks,
you might experience some
that
understeer
is
now
not
that you're in
street,
the wake of the car ahead.
this is
Try
one
to
of
get
them.
past as soon as possible.
Because look at this, bro. Look how much lap time I'm losing right now to Max. I mean, I doubt I'm gonna have DRS on him. If I get DRS, I'm lucky. Jesus, man. Here we go.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Okay, mate, elbows out is great, but not that way. Come on, we can do better than that. Let's keep it clean, please. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap, box this lap. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, off we go, back into the race. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Yeah, so far, guys, the second stint is going well. So, yeah.
Max is in the pits. Max in the pits.
So, yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see if the game doesn't bullshit me again. Max is in the pits. He's gonna come out right behind me. Hopefully, I get there in time. Where is he? There he is. Yep, enjoy.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate. You're in first position, front of the pack. That's Max behind you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, 12 laps to go. Yellow flag. Green flag. Gap to your teammate behind, 1.6 seconds. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Norris behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, 7 laps to go. So you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be worried, just some bad data. So keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.4 seconds. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Let's go, baby.
Yes, yes, yes,
After
guys,
a
yes!
frustrating
Come on, boys!
start of this video and start of this session,
Ah, superb
I gotta
driving.
win.
That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
Damn, man. This game is beyond frustrating sometimes. Seriously beyond frustrated sometimes, man.
There'll be smiles at the factory after that one. A great race and a real team performance to take victory here in Hungary.
Wow, 4 wins in a row. I mean, I do say wow, but I'm not that surprised because it is the 4th one in a row. Maybe this is getting a little too predictable. Come on, competitors, step it up.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who's joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
What a hell of a race, man. What a hell of a start. 3 restarts and then for the game not to glitch on the 3rd restart. Wow. This game is beyond ridiculous, man. Beyond flipping ridiculous. Alright guys, enjoy the highlights, and then from the highlights we'll go from there, and I'll let you guys know what's up. So yeah, that was the highlight, so let's head back now. Alright, let's... Wow, my recognition's still not going up, that's crazy. Alright guys, so the next race is... I have no idea, and it's going to tell me it is the Belgium Grand Prix. My favorite racetrack, well, one of, but yes. That's the next race up, and it's not a sprint weekend, so... Unless it is. No, it's not. So, yeah, guys, I need to just switch out this right now before it becomes a problem later. And then, yeah. Enjoy whatever trophies I have left until... Yeah. Wait, who did I come in second to in Barcelona? I came in second to Barcelona. I came in second to Norris, okay. And who came in third for that race? Third. George Russell came in third for that race, fair enough. So yeah guys, so thank you for joining me tonight. Hope you guys had a great night, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I did, even though I had a little bit of a rage bait for the first two starts. Only heavily competitive racing will do this to you, man. I don't like it, and I don't like that side of me, and yeah, sorry for the raging. And hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight, and the next time I'll be on stream, I don't know when that will be, because like I said guys, I started school, so the gaming, like streaming, is gonna be limited, so we'll see. So I don't know when I'll be getting back on, hopefully soon, maybe on a weekend, or maybe on a Wednesday going forward. When I make a schedule, I definitely, the day I come back, I'll let you guys know what my schedule will be for streaming, so you guys can know when to tune in. With that being said, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed tonight, and I did enjoy tonight because I got another win. So yeah, see you guys soon, and good night, good morning, or good evening, good afternoon, wherever you guys are in the world. And yeah, thank you guys for joining today, and have a good rest of your time, and peace out guys.